Structural elements of the CPU. In addition to the control unit and arithmetic logical unit, there are the registers and the clocks in the CPU. The register is a circuit that can temporarily store the several bits to several tens of bytes or words. It is a high-speed storage element within the CPU that can achieve high-performance operations. Flip-flop circuits are generally used for registers. There are several types of special-purpose registers as well as general-purpose registers inside the CPU. They are used for control and operations. The clock is used to provide operational timing inside the CPU. It is a circuit that generates a series of clock signals, or pulses, at regular intervals and is also called a clock generator. All of the operations, including reading and writing data to and from main memory, determine their operational timing based on clock signals provided to circuits. In general, if the clock signal is slow, then the computer's operation will be slow. The speed of the clock signal is called the clock frequency and megahertz units are generally used to express it. For example, a 1 GHz CPU microprocessor generates 1 billion clock signals per second. The component parts that make up the architecture of the CPU are connected by paths called the buses. Data and control signals are transferred through buses. The bus is used not only for the information transfer between component parts inside the CPU. It is also used to exchange data between the CPU and external devices outside the CPU, such as main memory. Depending on the usage, it is roughly divided into the internal bus and the external bus. The internal bus is used to connect the components parts together inside the CPU, and the external bus is used to connect the CPU with memory and input-output devices. The various types of information, including not only data but also address and control signals, can be delivered through buses, so each bus has specialized, dedicated lines, for example, data bus, address bus, and signal bus. In addition to the clock frequency, the number of bits processed at a time by CPU is used as a CPU performance index. The number of bits varies from computer to computer. For example, the numbers, such as 8, 16, 32, and 64, are often used. The greater the number of bits, the larger the amount of data that can be handled at one time, with the better performance. Technical phrases, such as a 32-bit, 1.5 GHz microprocessor, are often used to describe CPU performance. The number of data signal lines provided is the same as that of bits to be delivered simultaneously in parallel.